Good morning, everybody. Yay, it's Monday. Hear all my false enthusiasm, can't you? I suppose it could be worse. Just not sure how. I am live now, ain't I? Huh? Yeah, I think so. It looks like it. Okay, I'm trying to find my. Hey, good morning, dog. I'm trying to find my live one here so I can post the link at the top. I forget. I don't know. No. There we go. That right there. Okay, let's see if we can find it this way. Buckman view channel. There we go. Okay. Now we can pin it to the top. I don't know why it won't let you pin it in StreamYard. I have to go to my YouTube and hit the chat in that and pin it, if that makes sense. I wasn't really planning on going live this morning. I got work to do, but I figured since the little guy woke me up at 5, might as well go live for a little bit. And I'll have to probably quit about 8 o'clock, I imagine, though, because I got work I got to get done. It's a pretty busy weekend for everyone. Not me, but for pretty much everybody else. Had the gathering and had John Oler and him up there in Lake Erie. And then Danny Stone and Parker. And then was fishing somewhere. I don't remember where it was. So yeah, it's a pretty busy weekend for everybody. That's probably why most people aren't up yet. Oh goodness. In fact, I can't believe I'm up yet. The little guy wanted to go out though, and he's pretty persistent when he wants to go out. You know what I mean? Over and over and over until you finally just can't take it anymore and have to get up. You hear me? Did you hear me make your whiny voice? Yeah, you did it. You're a good boy. He's a good boy. I didn't mind getting up for you. It's okay. You at work, dog? Working. Shit, I forgot to get smokes last night. Dagnabbit, that's not fun. We're going out this morning, looks like. Matt, you ready for your food, honey? You ready to eat? Okay, hold on. I'll be right back. Gotta feed Max the cat. He gets priority every morning. What are you doing, Teal? Oh, kind of stiff today. Oh, Maxie Max. Little guy, quit chasing my damn cat. I got you, buddy. I hear you. Hold on. always got to get the misfit animals. I'll never know. Something happens. I attract the misfits. Ain't that right, little guy? You included. I attract the misfit animals. Oh, okay, that's right. So you won't go to work till this evening then. All right. And a buddy of mine works at a factory, and his starts Sunday night at 11 or midnight, I think. And then he finishes what would be Friday morning, I think. And then, he's off Friday, Saturday, and Sunday till midnight Sunday. I don't know if that's good or bad. Wonder if a few people stayed over there in Tennessee, I'm pretty sure. Still stayed over for today. I did get my new cat claws rod holder in the other day. I'm stoked. I like quality made products, and that is a quality made product. Yeah, that's true, dog. I don't know how he does it, but he just like flips a switch and goes into, like, he'll get off Friday morning and stay up all day Friday, and then he'll go to bed Friday night and get up Saturday morning. I don't know how he does it. I couldn't do it. My body'd be all freaked out. I tried the factory thing once, man, and I just couldn't do it. I've never had a job where I was at the same place every day. You know what I mean? I was in the Army, and then when I got out, I went to work with the cable company while I was going to school for the cable company. And, I was in a different place every day, for X amount of years, 15 years. And then I became an appraiser, and naturally, I'm rarely in the same place, if ever. And birds are up. Y'all hear them. Oh, okay, really? Man, that 24-hour thing, it'd kill me. I couldn't do it. I fished the Midnight Madness last year or the year before, one or two. I don't remember. I think it was the year before last, probably, because I was moving last year. And, oh, heck, it killed me. It messed me up for 2 days. But it probably would have been better had I fished Midnight Madness and came home and been able to go to sleep. But I probably got a couple hours sleep and had to get up for something with Dad and then back to bed, so I didn't have any good sleep. No worries, brother. I appreciate you hanging around. A few people up this morning, creeping in the background. Morning, creepers. Hey, morning, Nate. See you, buddy. Did y'all get rain up that way, Nate? Last night, yesterday, or something like that, like a bunch of rain? Yeah, I almost fell asleep again. I'm good at that, to get on here and I fall asleep, ain't I? Just a little there, and the rest was south of you. Yeah, I know. I seen on the news last night before I went to bed that it looked like there were some places was getting a bunch of rain real quick. I got a report due today, so it's got to be done by 5. They would probably like it by 2, but I don't think that'll happen. To be close. Oh, dude, you don't even want to know, Nate. I ain't got a chance to do it yet. Hey, morning, Don. I heard the scene where you got to fish with Kevin and them. That's cool. They're good people. But yeah, I didn't. I got part of the yard mowed, and it was really hot yesterday and Saturday. When I was mowing Saturday and got hot, had to come in, lay down for a little bit. Like got real hot, and so then I got up. What it was, I had to do something Saturday. I can't remember. Something to do with Pop. He was kind of a pain in the butt over the weekend. Just kind of argumentative, one of them. Sometimes people get, argumentative where everything you say is wrong and they try to edge it onto an argument or something. You know what I mean? I just laughed. Yeah, very cool. So Dustin was on the boat with you guys. That's cool. Yeah, Kevin's got a nice boat, don't he? I still think pontoons are the best catfishing boats there are, in my opinion. Hey, John, how are you, buddy? How was your weekend? Dogs are in there eating the hard dog food that Mom says they don't like. Hmm. Oh, cool. What's over there? Huh? Oh, you okay, Nancy? Go on. You're all right, buddy. Little guy quit. Leave my cat alone. I wish he'd knock the crap out of you one of these days. You'll quit doing that stuff. Hey, you quit. I'm talking to you, young man. Get over here. Listen. Look at me. Hey, listen to me. Leave my cat alone. You hear me? Leave the cat alone. You don't listen very well, young man. I need to go fishing and get away for a little bit. It'd be good for my psyche. Or, as Mom would say, you're grumpy, you need to go fishing or something. Not every day can be a Bob Ross day, you know what I mean? It is, John, to be honest with you. It is a lot better for you than drinking. And you don't feel half as bad the next morning either. Little guy, where are you at? I am so going to beat your butt. Kelly's going to come in here and have to go use the bathroom real quick, little guy, and you're going to go out for a while. I did have to drive around yesterday and take pictures of comparable houses in the afternoon. You ready to go potty, honey? Come on. I knew you would after you ate all that food. Come on, let's go. I knew that you would. Come here, little man. Hasta la vista, babies. Oh, it is nice out this morning. Goodness gracious. It was 86 degrees here yesterday. I ain't no way I'm ready for that yet. Poor little air conditioner was working overtime. Good morning, squirrel. That and the living room front of the house faces west, so it gets that hot afternoon sun shining on it. Only gonna be 90. Yeah, see, I just couldn't do it. John, I'm honestly, there's no way I could live down there. And I know they say you get used to it, but I spent a few summers there and never got used to the heat. I missed the uh, pole race for Indy yesterday evening. I spaced it because I was out taking pictures of comparables, and I could have had it up on my phone watching it. I just at 6 o'clock, I was like, oh man, and it ends. Happy hour ends at 5:55. That's they call it happy hour from 5 to 6 is the best time to run because almost the entire track is shaded, so it's cool and they run faster. I think the average for the pole is like 2:32 or some crazy thing like that. But I do know Penske's got the whole front row. Yeah, no doubt, Nate. That's how it always is. Mhm. Better hope you don't have no stray cats running around there, Nate, or you just made them a giant litter box. Boom, boom, boom. Yeah, I need to get this report done. It ended up being a pretty easy one. But shooting the comparables was like a pain in the butt because every freaking road I went down ended up, having a detour because they're rebuilding a lot of the bridges in the county. So what would have took me about 45 minutes took me almost 2 hours. You ready to come back in? Hold on. I know you're up to something. No doubt in my mind you are up to something. Come on. I know now you think it's treat time, Dr. Till. You didn't even go use the bathroom, I don't think. Yeah, I'll hook you up. Hold on. Little guy, it's 5:30. Do you know where your humans are? Hey, Till. Wait, got boogie eyes. Got it. Okay. You know I can't handle boogie eyes from my dogs. But my neighbor to the south of me, he's got like a riding lawnmower, and he's got a mower deck that he pulls that's offset beside him, if you know what I'm talking about. And he mowed my side yard for me yesterday, which was majorly cool. So I went out and hollered at him and thanked him for it. And he's like, "Yeah, I know your plate's full, man. I figured I'd help." And I was like, "Yep, you have no idea. Now, if you could just do the backyard, we'd be in like Flynn." I got about an hour left in the backyard of mowing that hopefully I get this report done. I can do that today. I don't know what the weather's going to be like. If it's going to be like yesterday, then I won't get to mow until late evening. You know, John, I haven't heard anything, man. Hell, at least you got his number. I told him to send me his number via email so I could get a hold of him. I never heard from him, so I guess that's where I stand. In the whole scheme of things, which is all right. Is it going to be hot again today, Nate? Oh, I know what I got to do. I got to switch over to my new phone today. Has anyone done that lately? It's been a couple, probably 3 years or more since I switched phones. I just wonder how easy it is to transfer the other stuff over. I suppose it's pretty easy these days, but I got to dump 87 Jesus. I got to dump a bunch of videos and stuff off my old phone onto my laptop because my old phone was 256 gig and this one's only 125 gig. So I'm just going to start it out fresh. Where what I do, I'll dump them on my laptop and then hook up my external hard drive and move them over to it. And then I'll just have them over there for whenever I need them or whatever. I can get to them that way. Not too many people up at 5 o'clock on Monday morning, I see. Either that or they're like me and don't feel like doing nothing this early on a Monday. I got so much crap. I gotta run the vacuum in here because Tilly, the big dog's shedding right now so bad that it's unbelievable. I keep threatening to shave her down, and I probably should if I could get her to hold still for me. Morning, Stuart. How are you today? You know, they implemented a new qualifying thing at Indy. Shut up, John. They implemented a new qualifying thing at Indy. I don't know. It's probably been a few years back. But what they do, they take the top 12 qualifiers from Saturday. Okay, so 13 back, the field is set unless you can bump someone out by beating their time on Sunday. But at a certain time, those 12 cars all get to run a qualifying 4 laps again to try and get the pole. And it gets pretty interesting at 5 o'clock because they're all sitting there in line waiting to go because that's usually the time that the track's the fastest. Oh, really? Sometimes mine does that, and I just have to keep closing the chat and opening the chat, and then eventually it opens up and lets me comment. I don't know why it does that, but mine does that sometimes. But anyway, if you ever watch it, it's actually pretty cool to watch because it gets pretty exciting. That and up until then, anytime during the day Sunday when the track is open, no cautions or anything, anyone's allowed to go out and run a new qualifying run. And it can be uh, more rustic. You know, if you were, say, qualified from 13th to 33rd, you can, if you think you got your car set better than you did have on Saturday, for instance, you can scrap your time from Saturday and go out and make a new qualifying run and try to better yourself. But if you don't better yourself, whatever you qualify, that's where you're at for the race. So, say you were sitting in 11th and thought you had a better car than that, or no, say you were sitting in 14th and thought you had a better car. You go out and qualify and you run a worse time than Saturday, then you could end up at 25th or something, I guess is what I'm saying.
Morning, Bug Man.
Morning, Rustic. You just have to watch it and see. It's pretty cool. Sun coming up over there, I see.
Yeah, it's trying to.
Well, daylight's coming up, I guess.
Up here, we got about an hour before we have to get out there.
Start picking everything up and getting ready to leave.
No, go walleye fishing.
Oh, okay. How long are you there for?
We're leaving in the morning. We gotta be out of here by 11 in the morning. Hey, Stuart. Morning.
I'm sorry, Miss Russ. You say you're staying tonight?
Yeah, we're staying. We're fishing for walleye this morning, and we're catfishing tonight.
Okay, cool. Cool, cool, cool.
Hey, John. Hey, Nate.
What whose trailer had the wheel bearing issues, John's?
Yeah. He had 3 wheel bearings went out.
How many?
3. One of them went completely out. The wheel was about to fall off.
You're kidding me. He knows better than that.
So I
I
tell
love
everybody, I said, you get your boat ready for after winter. Please don't forget to check your wheel bearings.
Yeah, that's like the number one thing we always did. Because that's the thing that always goes bad.
See, if I
I
didn't sell my boat, that was the first thing I was going to do, buy new hubs and stuff.
Yep. I was coming back from surfing one time in Michigan, just south of South Bend, and had a wheel bearing go out on my little Chevy S10 truck, and I was running 65 or so, I'd say, when it went out, and it got so hot it actually welded to the spindle. You know what I'm talking about? And
Yeah, he had some races do that. They had to
yeah,
literally drive them things off, man. They like to never got them off.
and then file the spindle down. Well, mine welded to it to the point I had to, you know, actually, I think I used an angle grinder and cut them off
Yeah,
each side and
then
then
you have
knock
to
them
cut
off.
both
And
sides
then,
and take a chisel and break it loose.
yeah, and then I had to, file the spindle down where it had welded to it.
I had one do that one time, and I was like, "Boy, it looks like somebody hired a professional welder went around that."
Yeah, yeah. And I don't know what I was thinking. I could have just went and bought new spindles. Trying to
That's
think.
what Bug. That's what he's going to do when he gets home. He's going to unload the
Yeah,
deal that he's taking up to the welding shop, and he's going to have two brand new axles made put on there.
yeah, yeah. Because even with my dirt bike trailers, I think I greased the bearings on them twice a year when I was racing a lot.
Yeah,
And my first dirt bike trailer I had, someone was smart. That it was a homemade trailer, 3 rail trailer, and someone had taken the axle out. Remember the old K cars? What was it,
yeah,
Chrysler K cars, whatever? Well, they had a straight axle in the back. It was a front wheel drive, so they took the axle from the back of a K car and used it to make this trailer. So it had big tires on it like a car,
yeah,
and the wheel bearings. You greased them once a year, and it was enough. It was awesome.
yeah.
Which I don't know. Maybe it's because of the
Well, that
speed.
one wheel, he changed new bearings and put them in there last year. But the thing was that he didn't seat the race all the way down to the bottom out,
Yep.
and so it didn't go up on it right. And so that front bearing was kind of loose,
Oh, okay.
and it just enough to it just ate it out real quick.
Yeah. Those of you doing bearings, helpful hint: take your bearing races and your bearings or whatever, and put them in the freezer. Then you heat your spindle up with a torch, and they slide right on. You can even take a deep well socket or whatever you use or whatever, and
Tap it out.
tap them on there. But yeah, always freeze your bearings. I used
Yeah,
to with my dirt bikes. We change bearings in our dirt bikes twice a year, probably. From all the mud and water, and
yeah. Good morning, Donald.
they pop right on if you put them in the freezer like that.
Oh, John still got a pole out.
Oh, you see that? Look,
Oh yeah, nice.
you see him sitting over there?
Hey, Eric.
Well, wait, let me see. I don't know why I always forget about solo. Hold on, y'all gotta remind me about that stuff. Yep, there it is.
Wasn't talking about rustic.
Morning, Eric.
Hold on a minute. Probably got a dead fish on there by now.
It probably got no bait.
Yeah, hold on. I see you, Eric. I see it now. Yeah,
Oh, check that out.
yeah.
Oh, she's been spotted.
Hey, you taste delicious.
I
I
where
seen
did,
5 on the way up here.
I was gonna say, where did I see some the other day? I seen some somewhere the other day. I don't remember where it was now.
You take me off solo now. Good morning, fellers.
Hey, I'm running this show right here, buddy.
Okay then.
We'll
It'd
put the
probably be
link.
more it'd probably be more fascinating to watch him drive than to watch that pole out there.
There. We'll watch the pole. At least there's some water. We may see a fish jump or something. Who knows?
Yeah, because I got 2 water chickens over here swimming around by the dock right now. They come in here last night late, about 10 o'clock, landed in, and they crawled up on the bank and laid down, and they're just now getting back in the water.
Nice. They're like we know a good place to crash.
Yeah, it looks like a mallard's a male and a female.
Oh, cool. See,
There's a
Don
fish
Knight
up
said
there.
hey, and Stuart Fish Whisperer said hey, Rustic.
Good morning, everybody. Eric, what time you getting off work?
He's got his mic muted.
I have no clue. I ain't there yet.
Oh. Oh, heck, it's only 5:51. I thought it was 7. I'm used to my time. Still.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
'Cause I was sitting there thinking he ain't got to work yet. Why he running late? Real bad.
I ain't gonna look late.
Look up there, it's only 5:51. That guy still didn't ever come by and bring me them worm horses. I had one made up. J Dog had orange beads on it. He said, "I want one orange beads." I said, "I'll have you made up one, buddy."
Hmm.
He still ain't come by.
Still on corn time.
So how was everybody's weekend?
Yeah, hot.
What do you think, Eric?
I had a pretty good weekend.
Yeah, I
Caught
know
me a
y'all had a good weekend. We had a good weekend.
flathead. Got the newer motor on the boat. Well, new motor to me on the boat.
You caught a flathead?
Yeah, I caught a flathead.
Hey, awesome, man.
Yeah, John, it would be.
There's a fish came up right there at the end of the dock, right behind that boat.
Yep.
Cart moved in right now.
I'd be throwing me a night crawler or some corn or something out there and catching them just for fun.
Oh
Good
yeah.
morning, Jimmy. Never know,
I
you could end
would,
up
but
hooking into one of them big ones.
I would, but I just got out of the shower and I don't really want to get my hands all warmed up right now.
Yep, I
I'm
understand.
still drinking coffee. I tell you what, Buggy and Eric, man, if you used to come up here, y'all fall in love with this place, man. I
Yep.
know Eric's probably been fishing up here before in these waters, but man, I'm gonna tell you, it,
Hey, John, I seen Gig the other night. I can't remember where it was. He said he'd been shrimping.
if I was Eric and I was going into a tournament and it was a numbers tournament, this is where I would come. I'd leave early, get up here. If I had to drive home late, I'd drive home late, but this is where I would come.
Oh, yeah.
But I tell you what, if I lived here,
Okay, John.
I would enter about every tournament there was. I'm telling you,
Hey, Mike, how are you, buddy?
I'd be in that fishing league and I would be top dog, boy. I tell you what, because man, these fish I ain't never seen the likes of channel cats in my life. Big ones too.
Huh. Really?
We was going across there, Buggy, with John's depth finder,
Yep.
and we was going across schools of channel cats that would literally plug the screen up going across there.
You're kidding me.
Oh
You didn't stop and fish right there?
no, because we was headed to another spot and we got over there and the marks were like twice as big.
No kidding.
Oh yeah.
Huh. So you guys caught a few fish then?
The train going in the background. Well, that train's way over there, but boy, it echoes over here bad.
Yep, I understand. I got one about that far away from my house.
I think the only tournament I would lose up here if they was having a blues tournament, I wouldn't get in that because there ain't no blues up here.
Oh, yeah?
But if you was in a numbers game and weight, oh my goodness, you would dominate.
Hmm.
I guarantee if I was in the Blues tournament, I would either be number one or not Blues tournament, but that fishing league tournament stuff. I would be number one or number two, easy. I'm telling you. I'd go out there to Sandusky out there by that bridge, and man, that's where the big ones are laid up at.
Oh yeah.
And like I said, right over by that bridge over, everybody gets to that one spot and fishes. We went through there, I went through there looking, and it is nothing but pure channel cats out there. Tons of, but they're all eater size. There's no big ones in it.
Over there by that bridge, you mean?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Right there, there's the end of the trees, and then the water starts.
Yeah.
Right there. And we come through there yesterday, just readjusting John's Lincolns on the forward gear. We was out just riding around trying to get that adjusted, and we come through. There's a guy sitting there. We come up under that bridge, and he had a fish on, and he had to set his rod down because the other one went.
No kidding.
He grabbed it, and he had two rods in his hand. We went by and hollered out, "Fish on!" And then he turned around and hollered back, "Fish on!"
Nice.
We sat there and watched him pull them in. I was like, "Oh yeah." We went across there, and man, they was in there thick.
They're feeding up right now for the spawn. Yep. So they spawn in the year.
This is where I'd like to see the Brothers Destruction come up here and fish. Oh my goodness, man, that would be some hilarious stuff. Morning, Dale. They're feeding up here right now for the spawn too. Morning, Mr. Sampson. Morning, Jimmy Geiger. Yeah, they haven't spawned up here yet, but they're getting ready to. The water temperature, I think we went out, it finally reached 70 degrees. But at nighttime, it gets real cool, so it's dropping back down.
Yeah. I was going to say 70 is awesome. You go to Lake Michigan, you're not going to find that very often. Well, in the summertime you will, but I know, man, Lake Michigan was always cold, it seemed like.
I need to feed up for the spawn myself.
I just need to spawn. I'll be happy.
Morning, squirrel. Yeah, the Brothers Destructions come up here, man. Oh, they'd wipe a tournament out like it wasn't nothing.
Solo spawn, yeah.
Solo spawn.
Nice. That's too much. Man, I gotta get a new PC. The USB ports that I usually hook my camera to download my pictures of my houses and stuff I see, it quit working.
Yeah.
And I tried a couple other ones. They aren't working. I thought, well, maybe it's the phone and the cord, but I hook them into my laptop and it works fine. So it's got to be this old PC.
Yeah.
I got my money's worth out of this one, though. That's for sure.
I wonder if John's got his butt up yet. He's up early every morning.
Oh, John Oliver, you mean? Yeah.
Yeah. He was in there sawing some logs a while ago.
So it's just the three of you up there?
Hey, John, I'll get with you about that. I need something like that that's fast. That's what I need. Something fast with lots of memory.
What'd you say, Eric?
So it's just the three of you up there?
Yeah, it's just me, John, and Bob.
Because back when I bought this one, Windows 7, it was the just when Windows 8 came out. And back when I bought this one, it had 2 tera drives of memory on it when I bought it. And that was a long time ago. That was a lot.
So it's very curly and low, huh?
Yeah. Yeah, Chef went home.
Let me write that down, John. Where's my pen at? There we go. Skytech Gaming PC. Hey, John, what kind of price range those run in? Oh, man, the walleye charter. I think that'd be a good idea, Dale. I think I'd like to do that. You spent close to $3K. Yeah, I'm not going to go that far. Not for a work PC. Because I don't do a lot of the other stuff, like y'all do the video editing and all that. I don't do a lot of that.
I still had bait on it.
Did it really? Cool.
Yeah. I throwed it out there towards that dock out there to see if anything's up under that dock.
Yeah. Hey, John, that 3K, does that include like a pretty big size monitor and stuff like that? See, I run two monitors, and I'd like to have two bigger ones, and I'd have to put the PC down underneath the desk here to have enough room, but I'd sure like bigger monitors for my eyes. Graphics card, yep. No monitor, yeah. I don't know about you, man, but I've always bought HP computers since the first one. The first one I had was a compact, and it lasted pretty decent. But after that, the only PCs I've had are HPs, and I'm telling you, man, I've got a lot of hours or a lot of years on this one here, and it still works. When I had to upgrade to Windows 11 or whatever, it slowed it down a lot, though, for some reason. And I think I got that upgrade for free, I think. In fact, I know I got all the upgrades free as it went from, I didn't load 8. 8 sucked. But from Windows 10 and then 11. Little guy choking on something. Come here, buddy. You all right? Little man, come here.
Well, the fish moving out there. I see the swells out there.
Oh, yeah? Yeah.
Yeah.
You're still running 10, yeah. I probably should have never upgraded, but I think I had to for one of my appraisal softwares or something to work properly. And I'm going back to my original appraisal software that I started with as soon as my year is up with the one I'm on. That shit costs like $1,000 a year to have, man. Hey, JC, how are you? DaVinci Absolve, huh? Yeah, that's cool.
We went back and hey, JC, good morning. We went back and we was watching some of the videos from lives, and we was writing down weights of fish that everybody caught. We're knocking right at 800 pounds of catfish.
Oh, really? For the weekend?
Yeah, for the 3 times we went out.
No kidding. Jeez.
Look what kind of rigs we using catching all those channel cats. I was using a 3-way swivel with a bait, on mine. They was using bottom rigs with those demon dragons on them.
So you were running the 3-way swivel with the sinker at the bottom and then a leader running out with the bait on it?
Yeah, just so high up from the sinker.
Yeah, yeah. And
and
then
like we do in the Mississippi.
does that float straight out when you're doing that? When it's in
Well,
the
it hangs
water, or
down.
it
Yeah,
hangs down.
the
Okay.
bait hangs
Yeah,
down.
that
And
makes sense. Okay, cool.
John said that probably wouldn't work up here, but I've been catching some big cats. Boy.
Nice.
Rustic, I had you caught any of the big? Oh yes, John caught one that was like 32 inches. Caught a 28 inch. He caught one that was probably almost 12 pounds. That's a big. That's a big drum.
Yeah, it is.
I caught one last night on the live. They call them sheep's head up here, but I that's a drum. I thought a sheep's head had black stripes that run down vertical on her body. I thought a sheep's head was a ocean fish. Yeah, they're fun to catch. Them big ones. Them big ones John hooked up on, and Jason caught some big ones too. Bob did too, and I did too. And but John caught the biggest ones, and man, we thought he had a big cat on that dude. He was fighting, and he hit like a catfish. When he hit, he slammed it.
Looks like it's gonna be a little cloudy, maybe, eh?
That's the saltwater ones. Okay, catfish dog. Good morning, Tim.
Say, Russ, it's gonna be a little cloudy there today. It looks like maybe.
No,
Down it.
I
Oh,
mean
okay.
there's some strips of clouds, but I'm looking straight up, and it's just blue sky.
Oh, okay. I thought it looked cloudy back that towards that bridge. I guess it's just not.
Yeah, there's some clouds back towards south down there. Yeah.
Yeah, it looks like it's gonna be clear here today too. Looks at that sky. That means it's
Jimmy, Jason kept 2 drum, brought them in, flayed them out. He wanted to try them, and him and John ate them, and they said they was real good. I didn't eat it, but they did. They said it was good. Morning, NJ.
NJ. How you doing, buddy? Good to see you. Heck,
I
I
got to get me a PC Fun reel to replace my Segoy lane that I threw away yesterday. That was a piece of junk. I figured it'd be a good reel. Heavy made, all metal. I figured it'd be a good one, and man, it was turning out a piece of junk.
Let me guess, Timu.
Yeah, I want it off Timu.
Yeah,
And it's heavy made, and the original price on it was like $60.
yeah.
And I want it, and I wanted the 30, but they went out of stock, so they put them up there, suggestions to replace it, change it out. And I seen that one, identical one to the 30, but this one here was a 40.
Hmm.
So if you see the 40 red bait caster on Segoy Lane, don't on Timu, don't get it, don't buy it. It's
Yeah,
junk.
no, I'm not gonna buy any of my fishing reels on Timu.
Now the spin cast reels. Oh man, that I got one on my boat, Mad Cat's boat in there. Man, that thing throws uh the end of them docks right there. I can go at least 30 feet past the end of them docks. We was fishing up there on the bay, and they said, "Hey, Rusty, throw on top of that bridge over there." It was a long ways over there. I went in front of the boat and I casted that dude, and I hit the metal rail right up underneath the bridge. It said,
Nice.
"Dang."
Yeah, I'm with you, John. I got to drag through a bunch of crap at the lake I fish at too, and without a good reel, I'd have done shredded it.
Oh man, oh geez, look at that fish come up out there. He's chasing something out there. Come on up in here, baby. Hit that head that John's left on her all night.
What is it? A catfish head or a bluegill head or something?
Shad.
Oh yeah.
All the grass we fish in will eat the gears right out of the cheap reel.
Yep, I've seen you reel in 5 pounds of grass with a 2 pound bass on it, John. I believe you.
Well, there goes the morning Amtrak train. Every morning, same time.
Yep, I missed it. That's loud.
Yeah, they're blowing a horn over there. Ain't no crossroad over there.
Oh, okay, there it is. Yep. Those usually
Oh,
fly too.
yeah, AJ, right down beside them rocks through there. You can go through there, walk there, and catch a lot of bass right there right now. There's bass over by them rocks chasing bait fish right now. We have the Bright Line Railroad. That thing runs about 90 miles an hour. That there's not running too fast. That's the Amtrak. It comes through here the same time every morning,
Yep.
right on schedule. Dale, we're leaving in the morning. It's been a long week, but man, this is the most fun I've had in a long time.
How you been, NJ, man? It's good to see you, buddy.
We laughed the whole time we've been here, joked around, kid around. Uh, John's wore out. he's wore slapped out. Boy.
Oh, I bet he is. And 3 sets of wheel bearings yesterday.
That was Friday.
Oh, was it Friday?
Yeah,
Oh, okay. Yeah, it was. Never mind. Yeah.
yeah, because he was desperate to look for that those wheel bearings. He only found 2 sets. Bug, you mind if I drop a link to
Oh
my?
no, go ahead, man. You guys can do any of that kind of crap you want on here, man. You know I don't care about that stuff, man. You drop anything you want.
Yeah, Dale. That's what it's all about, buddy. It's just good camaraderie, man. Friends. Uh, we'll be
No,
dropping
no worries, NJ. You ain't got to thank me, brother. I'm glad your dad's cancer free too, man. That's awesome.
yeah. You go back and watch last night's my live last night, and uh, we presented John with a trophy, greatest world's greatest friend last night. And,
Nice.
Fish Nation uh, gave him a tall trophy, and he loves to bass fish and he loves trophies. And so I combined them two together because I figured, like I told him last night, I could get him a rod, fishing tackle, or whatever he like it. He's got all that stuff.
Yeah.
Uh, and I said he loves trophies and he loves bass fishing. I'll get him one with a big bass on top of it and a tall trophy. And
Yeah.
called the Nation brothers up and said, "Hey, this is what we're going to do. What do y'all think?" And they said, "Yeah, yeah, yeah." So I went and had it made up, and it's got 2023 on it. It's because we were supposed to present it to him last year, but he had them
Okay.
hospitals, had them 2 big surgeries, and
Yeah.
so we postponed it to this year. And so I've had that thing at my house all year.
Mm-hmm.
But you talk about tear up. I mean, that dude was crying, man, when we handed that to him. He was. It was a heartfelt moment, man, because
That's cool, man. Yeah.
I tell people you ain't gonna meet nobody with a bigger heart than John, man. That
No, I don't think so neither. Yeah, he's one of them guys that you call 2 o'clock in the morning, broke down. He'll come and help you.
oh yeah. Yeah, if you can get him up from snoring.
Yeah, that's true. If you can wake him.
But yeah, he's man, he's uh I don't know what to say about him, man. He's just a one of a kind.
Mm-hmm. First time I ever seen him was on a live, and he had on the pimp hat and a purple coat or something,
Yeah.
purple velvet coat or something. That's the first time I ever seen him, and I was like, I like this guy. I don't even know him, and I like him.
Oh yeah.
Yep, just keep him away from the markers.
Yeah. Don't keep. You get this truck, you see magic markers, throw them out the window. You don't need them. Boy, a big bass came up behind that boat over. Man, this air's clean. Oh my goodness.
Well, you'd think they'd have a boat ramp right there.
Oh, behind this house?
Yeah. Well, that stone jetty going out there or whatever.
Yeah, for them people, yeah, there. Well, they got everybody over there. There's boat docks all over there.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I had never seen over there before.
It's just that like when you see that boat on that trailer park right there,
Yeah.
that's because they're instead of driving all the way around, it's just easier sometimes to go over here to the boat ramp and launch, and you're right there on Erie
Yeah.
quicker. I don't know. I guess that posing picture I can't see.
Yep.
But yeah, it's just easier. They've been out chasing walleye.
You guys gonna do that today, ain't you?
Yeah, we supposed to be out there chasing them right now, but I think John's still in bed. I got up, made coffee, took a shower, and just been sitting outside chilling, man. It's beautiful out here right now.
Oh, that's cool, John.
Yeah, there's a lot of them here on the other side over there. Now, if you go around here on the other side through there, there's a lot of houses back there, and they got boat ramps over there. They got one right down here. It's not even eighth of a mile. I mean, it's basically go out here, make this corner. It's not even probably not even a 16th of a mile, and there's a public boat ramp right there.
But then you'd have to boat all the way around and get out to Erie. I see. Yeah.
Yeah, see, this is what they call Portage River or something.
Mm-hmm.
You go under that bridge, you're in Sandusky,
Mm-hmm.
or you head out towards Sandusky up that way. I guess that's what they call it. Don't hold me to that. John knows more about this area than I do. I know the 15th of June, I think it is. They're going to be up here at Sandusky Bay. They're in that King Cat tournament. Him and Jason. The true 2023 trophies are half price in 2024. Hey, good morning, Zach. Come on, Eric. Will you turn already?
I gotta wait for the light to change. Can't run the red light.
Yeah, we'll swap and put Eric up there for a while. See what maybe we'll see something interesting happen.
Yeah, if I get a bite or something like that, I'll holler at you, buddy.
Yeah. Yeah, that'll work. Hey, what's up, Viking? Morning.
There's Nate, JC, and Jay. Man, this is a life right here now. Just sit back, relax.
Yep, I'm with you. I can do it every day.
Hey, check this new one out.
Oh, that's cool.
Oh, hold on, let me see.
Where'd you get that at?
The brothers.
Parker.
Mr.
Parker.
Oh, yeah? I should get with him sometime and have one made up.
Yeah, Jimmy, he lives over at Stryker. Oh, snakes are out already. Here comes one.
Really?
Yeah.
Water snakes.
Oh yeah, the old bandit water snake. He's swimming over here by this culvert over here, coming this way.
Mhm.
Well, it looks like the tide's coming back in. The water's rising.
It's hard to believe they got
Some of these
tides.
over by that trestle over there, man, them catfish. I don't know what's over there, but they're thick in there, and I don't know why they don't spread out.
Hmm.
I don't know if that's their spawning areas or what. Got to be a bunch of mussels over there or something they're feeding.
Yeah. Boy, if you could find out what it is, you could use it as bait and have every pole going down at the same time.
I hear that. But we've been driving around and we'll come across there won't be no fish nowhere in sight. Then all of a sudden you'll hit it like a gigantic school of them.
Hmm. Islands, God help me.
And if you can find them, you anchor down, throw into them before you
Mm-hmm.
get your second rod out. Fish on. Morning. I know that old fart heard me.
Who's that?
Some guy walking his dog.
Oh,
JC said rained all weekend there.
where at, JC? Where you at?
We was out on a boat chasing walleye, and it rained on us that morning, but it hasn't. And it rained that night after we went in, and it ain't rained up here since. Thank goodness. But it has rained on Erie, right on the other side of the road there, because
Hmm.
we watched it every night. Rainstorm goes through there.
Mm-hmm.
When Rusty called you an old fart, you're old. Yeah.
Yep.
I remember back in the day when that shop foreman on the farm said he kept I always said, yeah, you know that old man that lives down the road down there, or you know that old man over there, you know that old man over there. He said, boy, he said, who you calling old? I said, anybody older than me.
Mhm.
We have 4 beaver dens close by. Oh, that's cool. He used to call me, he got a bad habit of calling me boy. And he
Mhm.
said, boy. One day I come to that shop. He said, boy, what are you doing? I stopped. I looked under the semis. I was looking around the shop. He said, boy, what are you looking for? I said, sorry about this bug man, but I said, I keep looking for this damn boy you keep hollering for.
I don't care if you cuss, Rustic. You're finest. You know my channel, man, dude. This is the. I should just call it the Dilligaf channel.
Look out, Joe.
Does it
Yeah,
look like I give a channel?
I was 28 years old. I told him, I said, I keep looking for this damn boy you keep hollering for. I ain't found him yet. He
Beaver's
laughed.
Den. That's a strip club in Orlando. Nice. I like it.
He was a good friend of mine, man. He was 58 years old, had a bad heart and everything. And he took me under his wing, was teaching me all about he'd want to taught me about the combines and how to work on them and drive them and operate them. And he's dead now. Had a massive heart attack, died at 63, I think.
Hmm.
But oh, he was a good friend. He's the one that introduced me to deer hunting many years ago. I was 28, 29 years old. Introduced me to deer hunting. I'm 55 now.
Huh.
What'd you say, Eric?
He don't know.
I thought Eric said something.
That is a good name for a strip club too, John. Beaver Den. There was one up in Wisconsin called Bean Snappers.
bean snappers.
Yeah, that was the name of the strip, Bean Snappers.
I went to one time. It was called Moose Inn. I thought it
That's
was a
scary.
motel, and it wasn't. It was a big building. I thought it was a motel. Buddy of mine said, "Let's go to Moose Inn." All right. I don't know why we're going over there, but okay. We go in there, and on the sign it said Moose Inn, uh, best moose, best moose in town,
Hmm.
the best moose in town. Went in there, and it was all strippers, lady strippers. I was like, "Good night." What you bring me to, boy? It used to be a golf course. Now it should be a state park. Had to clarify lady strippers. Yeah, lady strippers. Water slowly coming up. Wonder if John's up yet.
Hmm. Yeah, I don't know. Nah, I'm still awake, John. I'm sitting here thinking.
I know when he gets up, we get out there. We're gonna go live.
That's
We're gonna
cool.
be hopefully
Yeah,
get on some walleye with this setup that these several people told us to use and showed us how to do it. I said, okay, we'll try it.
oh, that's cool. You know, and you almost have to have something like that in a place you've never been before.
Yeah, it was nice people. Some people would tell us nothing, and some people just.
Yeah,
We heard you talking to this one guy and asked him, and he wouldn't say nothing. Well, we come over here to tell you this is how we caught ours.
that's cool.
That's what you need to use. They were showing us, and
Yeah, and then you had the one asshole who wouldn't tell you nothing. That figures.
that's what he said. He said well, his straight up words were he said some of these assholes think that they own the waters and
Yeah,
they think that you shouldn't be up here catching fish, that they should be all theirs.
yeah, like they're on an up in a major lake like that. You know what I mean? You could fill a trawler up and still have millions left.
Yeah, and I told that one guy that wouldn't tell us nothing. I said, I just want to catch one just so like I said I caught one.
Yeah, yeah, I hate people like that, man. Territorial. It's like surfers are the same way. In surfing, you show up someone else's surf spot. They
Yeah, and they
don't
think
want
they
you
own
there.
it.
Yeah, they don't want you there. Locals only.
Well, as my butt off that rod goes down and there's a 30-pound channel cat on it.
Yep. Go over there and catch it and then holler at them. Say, hey, man, I caught a fish on your bowl. Sorry you weren't out here.
Yeah, I said Bugman took a picture of it. He'll send it to me later. Won't be my direction, but it'll be a direction. I didn't ask him to point me in the direction where the fish was at. I just asked him, said, what do y'all use to catch them? I want to catch at least one before I go home. Morning, Denise. How you feeling today, Denise?
Good morning, Denise.
Good Lord, what the heck is that over there moving around that bank? It ain't no duck, it ain't no goose. What is that? Probably a beaver.
Hmm.
But here comes a duck back here swimming this way.
I had a couple blue herrings out back the last couple days.
Yeah, one just landed on that dock right there.
Yeah, I don't know if they migrate or what. One of them was huge, man. He was like almost 5 feet tall.
Huh. That one over there's a youngin.
Yeah,
Morning.
get out
What
of my
time
yard.
y'all get out? Yeah, John's still asleep.
Rain and thunderstorm this afternoon, so I want to be in by then.
Yeah, I hope it don't, because we want to go out catfishing this evening.
What did he say was going to happen? When did he say it's going to rain and thunderstorm?
Do what?
When did he say it was going to rain and thunderstorm?
That's what he said. Yeah, we was catching them in 20-pound range.
Hmm.
You go over here to Sandusky Bay. There's there's a boat ramp over. You pay $10 for lunch. You go around, you come around, you go down at that bridge, and you stay on this side of that bridge, and you take your fish finder, and you're gonna land in my lap.
Mm-hmm.
uh, you just look. When you find a school up, set off, throw into them. That's where the big ones are. Oh yeah. If you want a bunch of eaters, you go right over beside that trestle, right over.
Get all possessive. He ain't one boat on the lake, and John's getting all the Argo on him.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
yeah. It's been out all night. Yeah, we'll take it out here a little bit. Yeah,
What are you taking out?
the rods. The guy walked down here. He's going to untarp his boat and stuff.
Oh, okay, yeah.
They're going to go chase walleye this morning. He said his wife is still asleep.
Hmm.
He took her out of the boat yesterday. He was out for a while, and they limited it out. Him and her. She said, "I'm so tired."
Oh, they limited out on walleye. What's the limit?
6 per person.
Oh, really? That's cool.
Hey, there goes the water chicken. Yeah, me and John goes out. We if we limit out, we can have 24 pieces of fish. And I told him I just want to take some home for for her to try them and stuff. And me
Yeah.
cook some up. Boy, that was a big fish that came up right there. God. And and
No,
uh
JC, I haven't seen it. I have to look and see net fishing. If it doesn't involve a rod and a reel and line, it's not fishing. It's catching, in my opinion.
yeah,
It's like jug fishing. Put a jug out there with some bait on it. You ain't fishing. The jug's floating around. The fish might hit it, but that's not fishing, in my opinion. I mean, that's just how I see it.
yeah. Bug man, the fish are moving. They're starting to come up out there.
Yep.
So that tide water might be coming up pretty good. I figure something would have done found that old shad head and eat that thing.
Yep. You'd think. Hey, JC, if you got a link to that, man, post it and we'll check it out.
They got smoke with a cigarette gonna go in and get John's brother. Get up, yo. Fart
Get
sniffer.
your butt out of bed, soldier. What's wrong with you? We supposed to have been on the water an hour ago. People are catching our fish. Get up now.
Yeah, they're in our spot. Yeah, with John's pontoon, he's got a good running motor, man. When he bought that motor, it's a good running motor. It's just that when you get to going down through there and you open it on up, you're moving through there, all of a sudden it acts like it goes into neutral. Wah, what? Wah, what?
Really?
Yeah, we can't figure out what's wrong with it.
Hmm.
We adjusted the linkage on it and everything, and it's still doing it.
It goes into neutral. Is it still pulling even though it makes that noise? Is
Yeah,
the prop still
it
pulling?
it, it acted like the prop would come out of the water, you know, like it was
Yeah.
going, but it kept turning.
Hmm. Almost like the shaft's turning inside the prop or something.
Well, we changed the prop out, and it was still doing it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Jason had a spare. We took the 3-blade off, put the 4-blade on, and but it was still doing it.
Get the
Well, that's
prop hubbed. There
an
you
old
go.
train over there now.
Yep.
See one
Old
like
link
that.
built.
It's got old passenger car like you see back in the Western days.
Yep.
I've
Remember
never
they
seen.
used to have cabooses on them. Remember that trains did.
Oh yeah, back in the '80s, man, we lived out in the country at train track. Every train come through there had a caboose on it.
Now, when I was a kid, they had at the train crossings here in town. They actually had little shacks that guys stayed in during their shift, and when a train would come, they would have to go out and manually put the arms down.
Huh.
Yeah, but I remember it distinctly when I was a little kid going to downtown. You go to downtown on Walnut Street, and there was a. It was just like a little shack, had a fireplace with a wood burning stove and stuff in it. And the guy, every when a train come, he'd go out and put the arms down.
I remember one. We come on train track. I think it was in California. I was in Arizona, and they had a guy. You know, guys worked in shifts, and they would go out there with a stop sign, hold it up while a train was going by and stop traffic.
That's cool.
Train go by, he'd turn around, go back into the little building.
Oh,
That's
are
where
they, John?
things with steam engines. Ain't that old?
That's cool.
Morning,
Yeah,
Bobby.
I can remember being a kid thinking, man, that'd be the coolest job on earth. Sit around and wait for the train to come and put the arms down. That's when trains were strange. Yeah. Okay, Crappie, I got you.
Steam engines. Well, that one that just went by here, the last car, the middle car, I've never seen that. It was only 2 cars going by the newer style engine, but that last one looked just like the passenger car off the old westerns.
Yeah, that's cool. My bird's chirping out here. See if I can crack the door a little bit and hear him.
Yeah, they're starting to chirp here too. That guy was there talking to me, and all of a sudden this robin come up here and almost landed on my leg. What are you doing, kid? Almost landed on me. I told John yesterday, I said, watch this. Took a box of worms that got soggy. I throw them over there out in the yard, and you should have seen the birds swarming. Dudes. Birds all over the place here. Come on, fishy, fishy, fishy.
That's
Well, I guess I'm running there right quick. See John up. Bug man is the switch man at Petticoat Junction. He don't care. It's got Petticoat, the word, in the name of it.
one of them stay in the air conditioner days. You guys leaving tomorrow morning? They're either they both left me.
Man, it is so hard coming up with different crap to fix for dinner every night. I'm telling you, I'm so over it. I need to go to the store. Buggy is a switchman. That's me. Yep, I'm the switchman at Petticoat Junction. Yeah, it's hitting the bone for sure. Some of that good chronic. Get my day going. You kidding me, man? I wouldn't be able to get anything done. I'd be sitting there spacing out all day. I know me. Yep, I'm not worth a darn if I do that. What time is it? Anybody know?
6:45.
Is it? Okay, cool. An hour and 15 minutes, and then I got to get busy.
Be a long Monday for me.
How many stops you got?
13, but I gotta go. I gotta go to Fort. I gotta go to Portsmouth, and I have to go to right outside of Point Pleasant, West Virginia.
I get paid by the hour, baby.
Yeah, buddy.
Ain't got nothing else to do on Monday evening, so might as well be working late.
Work late. Rather be up fishing or messing with the boat, getting everything fine tuned.
That boat will be there. That boat will be there. That money you're making will pay for the parts you want to put on it.
Yeah.
Are you, Don? Who went down with you, Don? Just you, or did you take someone with you?
Oh, he's gonna be grabby.
Now, technically, John, had I done this report Saturday, I wouldn't have to work today. So, next to being retired, I got the second best gig you could have.
Oh, we back on me. Where's Eric at?
He's driving now. I'm going to switch him back over here directly. Because I got the only job I know of that I can work from home, work about 4 days a week, and knock down 45 to 50K a year if I wanted to. That's a pretty good gig besides retirement.
Sounds like you can also work from the pontoon boat.
Oh, I could work from anywhere. Actually, you're actually allowed to have 2 trainees. Okay, so after you get them going for about a year, where they know what they're doing and they can go see the houses and measure and take. I could be sitting anywhere with this laptop and they would do their reports, send them to me. I'd go over and make sure they're good, sign them and send them off. I could do it from anywhere. Where technically by the rules, I'm supposed to see every house with them. But, do you really need to go with a guy who's been doing it for a year and a half every time he sees a house? I say you don't. But yeah, you could have 2 trainees and you have to apprentice. It's probably a good 2.5 years before you can get your license. It's 2 years at the minimum or 2,500 hours, whichever comes first. But yeah, I would have no problem not having to do anything. You know what I mean? Besides just stuff around the house and everything like that. We tried to get it that way, but I don't know, man. The government is such a pain in the butt. They wanted to get into mom's possessions, how much they're worth, dad's, which they don't have anything, so they ain't worth nothing, but some literally piddly $10,000 life insurance policy to bury them with. They each have one. And that made them have too much money for me to qualify to get paid for taking care of. I'm like, really? A $10,000 life insurance policy that barely covers funeral expenses if you do that.
They done my mother-in-law's up the other day. The girls did, and it was 11 grand.
What's that?
When she passes away, hers is gonna be. It's gonna cost them 11,000.
See, mom and dad actually donated their bodies to IU Medical School. Yeah, and when they pass away, they come and get them and do whatever they do with them at medical school. And when they're done, they cremate them and send them back to you. Doesn't cost you a dime. And it could advance some kind of knowledge or something. You never know. But I know I'm not going to let the heat get ahead of that air conditioner. We're going to have to. We had a brand new air conditioner at the old house. It was like $5,000. And we took it out when we left. And it's over at Glenn's house in one of the garages. I'm going to tell him we're going to probably have to have that put in this year.
No, that's Bugman's. Yeah. You on there? Yeah.
Is that Mr. Sunshine?
Yeah, Mr. Krabby Patties.
Mr. Krabby Patties is up. He's had a hard week, though.
10 minutes before 7. I done heard about it.
He's had a hard week.
They get the worm.
Babysitting kids 24 hours a day for 3 or 4 days kind of hard, ain't it, John?
Yeah. Yeah, I like that. Yeah, hell yeah, I agree, Bugman.
There you go. You've been babysitting for 3 or 4 days. That should have wear you out.
Well, the baby's still in there asleep. You're in there wake him up, is what he tells you. whoop me with one of them fishing rods, probably. Get the hell out of here, Rusty.
We gotta go get gas in them cans.
JCT, man, if you're an injured veteran, you know all them billions of dollars they fucking send over to the Middle East that should be going to our vets. Don't get me started. I'm a vet too, brother. I'm not a combat vet, but I'm a vet, and I get so damn mad at this government the way they treat our vets. That they treat fucking people. I'm sorry.
I did grab the cans.
The F word, but they treat people better
half,
that walk across this damn border than they do people who served our freedoms.
Oh yeah, we're gonna take the route.
Why we haven't had a revolution in this country, I'll never know. There ain't nobody got any balls no more. John's dad and mom right now, 922. He's doing it all, taking care of the kids. Had to fix a boat trailer for the kids. Well, that's technically Dad's fault. That's one of them lessons you'll never forget, though, isn't it? I'm sorry, John. That's just the one. That's the one thing about what's going on in this country right now that rubs me so wrong. Well, the way they treat our vets and what they done to the firemen and their families that worked at 9/11 at Ground Zero. A lot of them guys got some serious illnesses, and the government's screwing them over for it. And it's one that I don't know if you ever seen Jon Stewart testify at Congress about it, but he done a special on it, and he went from congressman to congressman with. He started out, I think there was 12 of these firemen.
You checked that? That's not on there, huh?
No, the heads do.
And he went from congressman to congressman, these 12 people, trying to get them to permanently okay this money for these firemen and their family that were dying from 9/11. And the last time he went, there was only 4 of them left, and they still hadn't permanently okayed the money for them veterans, for them firemen. It was a year-to-year thing that had to be voted on every year.
Still stiff?
Huh?
Back still stiff?
Oh, yeah. My back always stiff. It never straightened up. My back ain't even. My back's not even straight. Ain't that.
Ain't that.
That's Dad right now walking with his walker. I keep telling him, Pop, stop, slow down, get your back straight and try to walk. You're walking all bent over and you're going to get stuck like that if you don't straighten up.
You're gonna have to lay him on his belly and let Bob walk on his back.
Yep. You could take him to bean snappers and let someone walk on his back.
Hey, Bob, Bug said you need to go to bean snappers, let one of them naked ladies walk on your back.
That boat should have been in the water an hour ago.
What, John's?
Yep.
Yeah, we got to go fill some tanks up.
You know, I'm blessed.
We're going to right here. We're going to go all the way around.
A lot of the guys I worked with at the cable company that we climb telephone poles and the way that belt rides down on your lower back. And I'm so blessed. I'd say 90% of the people that done that job have bad backs now. Yeah, you did, John. You might as well just carry your own mattress with you. But I'm so lucky I haven't had, knock on wood, I haven't had any back problems yet.
I'm laying there and sleep.
Did he sleep still?
He's laying down.
Yeah.
He's sitting up.
He's been laying down.
See, y'all's lucky I'm not there because I'd be like, this boat leaves here at 6:05 a.m. If you're on it,
I got to see
go fishing. If you're not, I'll see you when I get back.
Well, you're right above him.
He said
He's right above him.
And ain't no way he can hear that. And I can't hear nothing downstairs when y'all walk around or whatever. And he said he heard you snoring. I was standing there making coffee, and I can hear Bob all the way up in the kitchen, and his door's closed.
I can see John Oiler snoring. There's no doubt in my mind.
Oh yeah, he was sawing some logs.
Everybody snores.
Just about everybody does.
Yeah, I probably would, John. Now that you mention it, because I wouldn't have no little dog waking me up at 5 o'clock every morning, 4:30.
For dogs.
Yeah, Red Lobster is closing a bunch of stores. I read that in the paper yesterday.
Good Lord, Buggy. My on full screen.
Yeah.
Right over there. You see that trailer, that truck trailer over there? Right below that in that water. I bet a 40-pound carp just jumped out of the water over
Huh.
there. Man, it was
How
huge.
deep is it right there?
Oh, around it through here, it's probably, I don't know what it is over there. It's got to be at least between 2 to 4 feet. You chasing snakes down there? He's trying to be your friend? Oh, he ain't being your friend. John down there taking that bolts and whooping a snake down there.
I don't blame him. I would too. More than 205. Cindy, hi, how are you, hon? Did you get your big fish this weekend or something, Cindy?
Or a double hook.
Double hook.
DHA, good morning. You'll get the bugs worked out of that boat, man. Don't worry.
All right, Buggy, I'm going to get off here, get my phone on the charger. We're going to run up there and get some gas in them tanks.
All right, dude. We'll see you.
And,
Hey, let us know when you're going live so we can all switch over.
she'll get the notification on it.
Yeah, I should, but I never get them, so I'll be looking anyway.
All right. All right. I'll see y'all later, Eric. See y'all later.
Regardless of
Thank
what happens, I gotta shut this down at 8 anyway because I got work I gotta do, and I can't work when I'm doing this. I can't concentrate. Yes, that's because I have brain damage. I know this, but you don't need to remind me. Dang, you on the big road right now, Eric. You on the highway.
Yeah, I'm 270. You need to get out here and cut the grass. Right there.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it looks
cut
like
the
it.
grass.
It definitely looks like it, doesn't it?
Yeah. Looks like that book is over the guardrail over here.
Yep. Train coming. Train damage, that's me. Hey, good morning, Danny. I did get some room made in the garage yesterday. Got let's see, was it Thursday or Friday? Glenn come and got the rototiller and one of the freezers, which gave me some room. And then my nephew come and got his hand truck, 2-wheeler hand truck, and there was a thing sitting on. You'd have to see it to get it. It's like the steering column and stuff from an old Chris Craft cabin cruiser that was turned into a wine thing or whatever to hold wine bottles, and it was leaning on it, so now it's leaning in the back of the garage. I got room to move the Sportster in and out now, which I need to go get a battery, and not this first check I'm getting. It's already spent on my storage, but the next check after that, I'm taking part in it and getting a battery for the Harley. Oh, cool. Yeah, I like to do some fiberglass with polyurethane and stuff. I like doing that because I built a surfboard one time, and you learn a whole lot about when that rosin kicks and stuff, and you got to be ready. You got X amount of time to get what you want done before it starts setting, and it ain't a whole lot of time. Man, I got a freaking stack of bills laying down. I don't even want to look at it. I need someone to help me keep up with all this crap. Man, there's bills I thought I paid that weren't paid, and some bills were paid early that didn't need to be paid. You okay, buddy? Huh? What's the matter? Little guy. Say, what you doing? Was the kitty cat laying there? Was it you sniffing around on there? Quit that. Not yucky old dog. Hey. You aren't listening? You want to go out? No? Okay. Dang, 26 people in here, ain't a soul talking, is there? Except John. Really? No kidding. Dumbest spot for a concrete curb. Yep. What are you cooking, JC? God knows I could use some food right now.
It seems like it's going to be one that's in the air conditioner days.
Thank God I got work to do inside because there's a lot of stuff I could do outside. I didn't get my mailbox mounted yet. And now if it don't rain, that ground's going to be a lot of fun to dig in. That right, little guy, huh? What you doing? I'm going to roll you over. There you go. You're rolling. No, don't, Dad. You're going to kill me. Hey, quit. Hey, what are you doing? Get over here. Huh? What are you doing, you knuckle brain? Is it nap time? Is it a little doggy nap time? Yeah, I agree, man. It could be big fat bug man nap time too. Hold on, Diazo. I got you, buddy. Morning.
Good morning, man.
How you doing today?
Woo, man, I am tired. You talking about one heck of a weekend, man. We had a blast.
It looked like you had a pretty good time, man. I watched some of it.
Oh, man. Yeah, me and Jerry Parker, Josh Dunnigan. Man, we caught so many fish this weekend. It was crazy.
Hey, John, I need someone to teach me how to make tea. I made a pitcher of tea the other day, and it was horrible. I don't know what I done wrong. If I used too many tea bags.
I didn't see whose channel are you on Friday.
He was on his
Friday?
own, wasn't he, Danny?
No, I'm talking
No,
about this
Friday. Friday after. Oh, you talking about this Friday? I am on two stands. I'm actually at the top of the list. If you missed me, I don't know how you did that.
If I was paying attention who's on Brian B's channel. Danny, I'd just like to say I'm sorry right now from the Brothers of Destruction, that the beating we're going to put on all of you guys.
Oh, man. You know, maybe if you ever listen to me, I'll tell you right off the bat, to me, it ain't about winning. It's about hanging out with everybody and having fun.
What happens Friday? Is that the midnight tournament? No.
Oh, God, yeah.
I'm just unhappy they put Daryl on Brian B's channel. I got to put up Daryl.
Well, I got no problem with it. Yeah. Yeah, him being over there with you is way better than him being over there with me.
Okay, I got Nestle tea, and my tea bags aren't family size. So how many regular tea bags equals a family size tea bag? Now, do you boil the water and sugar and tea together to get it all nice and blended up?
Dude, what? Are you boiling the tea bags and the sugar together in the water?
No. You're dipping in the Kool-Aid. You don't know the flavor.
Okay.
Boil
I
tea
think
bags
so,
in the
because, man, that
water.
ain't how we make tea around here.
Yep. Boil the tea bags in the water, and then do you put the sugar in the hot water after the tea's boiled and everything?
Oh, that's the way we do it around here.
Yeah, but the water's still hot when you put the tea in, right? Or the sugar in.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah,
Okay.
it dissolves easier.
Yeah, that's what I needed. So,
Yeah. Yeah, the way my wife makes it, she boils the tea bags, then she pours the hot teas into the pitcher that she's going to make it in. Then she puts the sugar, stirs it. Then she adds water to put the volume where she wants it to be.
Okay, that'll work. So now the tea bags, if you're using family size, regular size, there's 2 or so. There's 3 regular size to 1 family size tea bag. Okay, so I would need 9 tea bags for a gallon.
Good Lord, no.
I wouldn't think so.
For a
neither.
gallon?
See, he says
For a gallon?
he uses 3 family size tea bags, 2 cups of sugar, and a gallon of water. And I asked him how many regular tea bags equals a family size tea bag, and he said 3. Math is hard.
Yeah, especially early in the morning.
He would have to throw a wrench in it and have the family size tea bag. We ain't got that. We just got regular tea bags. You Southerners who make a lot of tea know how to do it the other way.
I don't know for sure. I've never actually stood over her shoulder and counted them. But I think Stacia puts 4 of the regular size tea bags in there. But I don't know if she's making a whole gallon or not. I think it's close to a gallon.
Yeah, I was gonna say 4 would be a lot.
Oh, I wouldn't put 9 in there. Good Lord.
Yeah, no, I was thinking because the last one I made, I don't think I had that many in it. It was too strong. I had to dilute it.
Yeah. You're making like 5 gallons.
Yeah, the first one I made, when I held the picture up, it was dark. You couldn't see the sun through it. Well, the next time I buy tea bags, I'll get the family size, but I didn't know, so I just bought the regular size. So I don't care about 3 family size tea bags. How many regular size tea bags would you use? 4 to 6 tastes like tea.
That's what I'm thinking. About, I think Stacia uses 4 because she doesn't like her tea like super strong.
Yeah, I wouldn't either. So I think 4 would be enough. But I think the key is, see, I haven't been using the sugar. I was using the sweet and low because it dissolves easier when I pour it in the cup. Because not everybody likes their tea sweet here, I find, that I just found.
Oh, yeah. Man, I've had some of them make their tea so sweet, you might as well just take a bottle of K-Roll syrup and start drinking it.
Yep. I was thinking about doing, how sometimes at the gas station, the fountain pops or whatever, they have the flavor. You can get shots of flavor in it or whatever. You push the button. And I thought about going there and seeing what kind of flavors they had and taking a small pop cup and just putting a bunch of the flavoring in there. Say they had peach, for instance. I could do a bunch of peach shots in that cup and take them and then pour it in my tea, flavored tea.
Yeah, that's not a bad idea.
That's the only way I know of that I could get some flavoring in it. 4 tea bags, that's called sugar water. See, I don't know about this Tetley tea. I'll have to look it up. I'm sure that there's different taste. But yeah, I would like to. Like I said, it's in there. I'm drinking it slowly, but it just doesn't taste that good to me. And like John said, it could be that I just bought Lipton tea. I could have maybe needed to get some different kind of tea.
Yeah. Well, I would, if it's me, I'd start off the first batch with 4, and if that ain't strong enough for you, just go 1 more bag every time you make it till you get it where you want it.
Yeah, because I don't like it real strong neither.
I don't either.
I like it about like I get at Cracker Barrel. See, that's what I was thinking, John. It tasted bitter. Exactly. So where do you get your tea at? Your Tetley tea or whatever it's called? Don't let me guess. Piggly Wiggly or some crazy ass store like that down there. They got Piggly Wiggly. Who thought of that name? Yeah, see, I thought it tasted bitter too. That might be what it is. Publix, yeah. So the Piggly Wigglies aren't there no more now. They're all Publix. I just remember Piggly Wigglies from being down south.
I got a couple things to do here.
You got them there? Huh. We don't have them over here in God's country. They're doing, guys, huh? What are you doing, Billy Billy? We're going to get that air.
Ryan, your iced tea, the clarity will depend on the water you use.
And how many tea bags, though, right?
Yeah, Bugman, I know you were in there Saturday night for a little while. Did you see those 2 channel cats? One that Parker caught and one that Dunnigan caught. How freaked out, weird their heads were shaped.
I can't remember. I think I might have. I had a tough week last week, so
yeah.
My brain's a little scattered right now this week, to be honest with you.
Yeah, them catfish are fixing to spawn, and the males, their heads were swelled up like basketballs.
No kidding. From banging into stuff or something, you reckon?
No, it's like a testosterone thing. You know, like how deer during the rut.
Yeah.
You know, deer during the rut, their necks swell up.
Yeah.
Well, the big channel cats, their heads get real big and puffy, man. It's just crazy looking.
That's interesting. Where was y'all fishing at, Danny?
Crab Orchard Lake in southern Illinois.
Huh.
And Jerry took me out on his boat. It was the very first time I've ever drug baits for catfish. And man, we just tore them up. I couldn't believe how well that worked.
Huh.
Yep. I'd never done that before.
Yeah, I've seen it. I've never done it. It looks like a lot of work. Hold on, till I got to get that hooked up. There we go. All right, guys, go on and enjoy it while you can, because it's starting to get hot already. That sun's up. If you ain't in the shade, you're hot right now. Yep, I'm going to have to get to jump on that heat today and get that air rolling before it gets hot. They're just going to have to put blankets on. Because by afternoon time, that sun's shining dead into the living room wall, man, and it got hot. Hey,
yeah, I think it's supposed to be almost 90 here today.
Do what?
I think it's supposed to be almost 90 here today.
Yeah, that's what they said here too. 87 or whatever. I know it was hot yesterday. I couldn't figure it out. I was mowing, and usually I mow in the sun, and it don't bother me. But I mean, I got hot yesterday to where I had to come in, and I didn't realize it was going to be that hot out. I guess, and it was like for some reason the heat got to me, and I was like, man, dude, you better go in for a little bit.
Yeah, that was the only thing I didn't like about this weekend. We were out there in the middle of that lake in that boat. He don't have a bimini top or nothing.
Oh no,
Man,
man.
I tell you what.
No.
Oh God, was my back of my neck sunburned, and
Yeah,
man, it tore me up. But I guarantee you, we drank 2.5 gallons of water each.
yeah.
In probably 5-hour period.
Oh, I bet. I'd have had to took me an umbrella with me or something. I can't sit out in the sun like that no
So
more.
Danny, you're saying your neck's like a chicken neck from like high school, when they go back around and smack you on the back of the neck.
Oh, absolutely, 100%, dude, 100%. And then I got the farmer's tan thing going on anywhere. Anyway, from like half my arms down is real dark tan, and then my neck's got the redneck thing going. But
Yep.
me and Parker, in our ultimate wisdom, decided to just wear shorts, flip flops when we fished out there yesterday. And man, my legs and feet.
I was
Because
say top of
whenever,
your feet sunburnt.
oh God, yeah. But man, we were sitting out there and our legs was glowing because we both got like really white legs, and man, they're red now.
Yep.
Yeah, I couldn't have a butterfly land on my lap right now. I'd smack it. It hurt.
We used to always go to opening day of qualifications, and we used to joke because that'd be the first sunburn of the year. Back
Oh,
then I rode a
absolutely.
pack and I could go around without my shirt on, so everybody at the track has their shirt off in the middle of the afternoon, and you'd get so sunburnt that day, and we'd call it the first sunburn of the summer, which turns into a tan eventually. I wish I could take my shirt off now and not be embarrassed in public, but it ain't happening.
Yep. Yeah.
Now we stayed we stayed out Saturday night, me, Parker, and Dunnigan till it was like 2:45 in the morning, and then we headed into the boat ramp. By the time me and Parker got back to the camper, because he was staying in the camper with me that weekend, man, we didn't get to sleep till probably about 3:30, 3:45, and then we turned around and got up and fished tan day.
Yeah, you know what sucks about getting sunburned? That sun goes down, you'll feel like you're freezing cold out there.
Dude, yeah, that's their thing. You get those chills and stuff when you get and the worse the burn is, the more you get chilled. But if you touch it, it hurts.
Yep. That's why this time of year, time to night fish.
Sorry about the TV, guys. Somebody's up now. You
It's your
think that
channel.
would
Don't
wake
bother
Dad up?
us.
Yeah, you think it'd wake Dad up, wouldn't you?
Yeah, next Friday night it's gonna be a long night for me because I gotta get up early Friday morning and work all day, and then go home and then pack everything up and head to the river and step all night fishing. Yeah,
Hey,
I'll sleep all day Saturday.
So Midnight Madness is Friday night.
I didn't have to get up. I can sleep in.
No kidding, John. I'll bet. Heck yeah, I'll bet. I made that mistake leaving a wrench lay in the sun and reach over and grab a hold of it to use it. Yep. Yeah, I could see something like a metal washer laying there getting that hot. Almost as hot as putting a torch to it.
Yeah, Parker was running around the boat barefooted yesterday, and we had the rods out on the in the back there, and he'd run to the front of the boat barefooted and jumped up on the front of the boat. And man, he burnt the piss out of his feet standing on that boat.
I'll bet.
Yeah, he come hopping off that front because he don't have carpet in the front. But he does in the bottom of the boat. And man, he come hopping off front of that boat and dancing a jig in that carpet trying to get that heat off his feet, man. It burned him up. Looked like a chicken on a hot plate.
I remember when I was a kid being barefooted, and they used to put like that tar stuff to fill the cracks in the streets and stuff, and it'd get hot and bubble up in the summertime. And I can remember getting it on my feet and burning.
Oh, yeah.
Barefoot fisherman. Carpet decals. Oh, what time is it? 7:22. Okay, yeah, TV driving me crazy. I'm just gonna mute my mic until I want to talk. Okay, John, I see now. Yep.
Did you see what Jerry Parker did to me Saturday?
I was busy with the hanging out with the dog Saturday, putting a new motor on.
Okay. Well, we were dragging baits out there on that lake, and we went through a spell where we wasn't getting no bite, and I thought, you know what? I'm gonna take this minute and grab something to eat, and I brought one cheese Danish with me. I mean, it's a good cheese Danish too. And I opened up that cheese Danish, tore the package open, and looked up, and Parker screaming at me saying, rod down, and I looked up, and man, my rod was doubled over, and I laid that cheese Danish down on top of my lunch bag and jumped up to the front of the boat. And if you watch the camera, Parker's, I got my back to him. He picks up my cheese Danish and holds it up to the camera and shoves it in his mouth. And I'm up there reeling on that fish. And he ate my cotton picking cheese Danish.
Well, I mean, I would have too.
Yeah, I got him back because he opened up the bag, got some Slim Jims out, and his rod went down, and he went up there, and I held them Slim Jims up the camera, and I ate every one of them while he's up there fighting that fish. Well, all right, boys, I got to get in here and start this week off. I can get to work. So, y'all have a great day. God bless each and every one of you in chat, and we'll see you again real soon. Bye, everybody.
See you around, Danny. I wouldn't do that to fuck man.
See you, Danny.
Shoot me.
What happened?
He said Jerry Parker stole his what kind of snack cake. Treat Danish.
Mm-hmm.
He was catching a fish.
I forgot I hadn't taken my medicine yet.
Either got Pop Tart first. I need my medicine. Yeah.
Man, I need to wash my eyes out so bad. I'm just gonna have to flood them with eye drops and clean them out. You mute your speaker when I talk. Nice. How you been, Mr. Mike Murillo? It's good to see you, man. One of my favorite people in the catfish community, with a daughter who can beat me in carp fishing hands down. I ain't scared to admit that. I ain't proud to admit it, but I ain't scared. Are you kidding me, John? Jeez, man, I got a brother passed away 14 years ago. I'd give anything to be able to talk to right now. It's all in perspective, I guess. It's amazing when they're here, especially like my brother, for instance, he had a drug issue. And eventually, if anyone's ever had a person in their family with a drug problem, eventually they wear you down and you get tired. You finally just kind of, say, man, I've done all I can. I'm wore out. And then something happens when they're gone, and you're like, damn, man, maybe it wasn't as bad as you thought when they were a drug addict. At least they were here. No worries, Mike. Yeah, I went through that. Both my boys played sports, dude, and I'm telling you, there's a stage from the time they hit first grade until they get their driver's license that's all you do. Literally. Work, come home, and it's ball games. And with me, my oldest boy, he played basketball, football, and ran track. So there wasn't a time of year that we didn't have something going on. Plus, we raced dirt bikes in the summertime. Hey, Gabe, good to see you, buddy. Left you a message the other day on your thing, like 3 in the morning or something. God knows why I was up, but I seen where you had been live or whatever on your stuff, and I left a message on there. I don't know if you've seen it or not, but it's on there. You've been out on the boat fishing or anything with the people, Gabe? I ain't got to talk to you, man, forever. New scum. I like that one, Curtis. My son's right. I need to just quit worrying about politics and the state of the country because all it does is make me mad. Hey, Stonefly, good morning, buddy. All it does is make me mad, and there ain't shit I can do about it. So I'm just going to quit worrying about it anymore, man. I'll leave it to the rest of the young people can change this shit. We had our time. Man, Gabe, you need to get my number and text me when you're going to do that, and we can do a like backstage live thing and talk while you're fishing, man. I know, John, we gotta worry, dude, but God, I'm so tired with other people. Like my son's young generation, they're just convinced that there ain't nothing they can do about it. It's just it is what it is, and I'm like, no, man, you gotta fucking fight for this stuff. And they've got the defeatist attitude, and it makes me so freaking mad, man. That this is America. You can make change if you want to, if you try hard enough. But Jesus Christ, I'm 60 years old. I put my time in. What's wrong with these young people? And it ain't gonna be long. I'll be retired, and I guarantee you, when that happens, I don't give a shit what this country does. I got my time in. I'm going fishing. I'm gonna ride motorcycles around, and I ain't gonna care what happens in the world. I'll know if the shit hits the fan, and I'll just start loading up magazines. I don't care. But it better not hit the fan till I get at least 5 years of retirement where I can go fishing and do shit, or I'm gonna be mad as all get out. Because I deserve at least 5 years of fishing time after mom and dad are gone. That's all I'm asking for. And then when I moved to my son's, he's 4 blocks from the lake. I'm talking a lake you can ski on and stuff. Pretty big lake. And I'm going to get me a golf cart and I'll literally be down there fishing every morning. Because it's one of them little towns, you can drive golf carts around on the street. And I'll have a pimped out golf cart. Gas motor with the big mud tires and everything. It'll probably hit the fan even if he does win. It's like me and my friend was talking the other day. He was picking the freezer up, and he made a good point. He said they better hope the average guy like us don't get fed up and say, "Okay, I've had enough." If that ever happens, where the average Joe working guy doesn't want to be bothered, if they ever get to the point that they've all had enough, and then it would get ugly. What is it they said, or John Goodman said in The Big Lebowski about violence? I can't remember the quote now. I need to watch the show. I haven't seen it in a few years. I know I'm fed up with. I literally spent $470 at the grocery the other day. I got the damn receipt. I kept it. I was so pissed off about it. And I bought the same crap we always buy for the last 5 years, so I know it's literally doubled in the last 4 years. Doubled. I know for a fact it has because of the shit I've been buying mom and dad for 5 years. They're old. They don't change. They get the same crap every week. That's why I have such a hard time figuring out what to cook for dinner. You know what I mean? I just run out of ideas. Last night we had smoked sausage and pork and beans, which I don't know if you've ever had it, but and not pork and beans. They're the Bush's maple brown sugar or whatever beans in the can. Oh my God, those are awesome. With some smoked sausage cut up in pieces in it, it was good. One of them things I could eat 2 or 3 times a week and be perfectly content. Right there, John, that's bam, right there. You hit the nail on the head. The average American can't go to the freaking doctor because it costs you so much money. You get in debt that you can't keep up with. And like my mom and them, for instance, old people, in my opinion, if you're an old person who worked in this country your whole life, you should never have to pay for your medical or medicine or anything for the rest of your life. This country's got more than enough money to do that. Yeah, see, I'm getting fired up. I better quit. How will they get away with just sending billions of dollars overseas and no one does anything about it? I'll never know. I don't give a shit about those people over there. I ain't gonna lie. For all I care, they can nuke themselves and turn the desert to glass.
That's legal money laundering.
Yep. I was talking to someone a while back about. Can you imagine how on earth did they ever get the income tax bill passed back then, before there was an income tax? How did the people let that ever happen?
They tax you to work. They tax you to eat.
Yeah, but that's what I mean. At one time, there was no income tax, and D.C. decided to make an income tax. How did they ever let that happen? Or property taxes, for instance. You never own your home. If you don't pay your property taxes, they come and take it from you.
Well, you never really own anything. You're only renting it while you're here. Once you're dead,
Exactly.
you don't have it.
Well, if you think about everything you have, your house, your car, your motorcycles, your boats, everything, the things you do, fishing, whatever. You're taxed for every single thing you do in this country. Every time you buy gas, it's amazing. Sorry, dog. That's a sorry topic for you. I apologize. Yeah, no doubt, man. Property taxes are due right now.
Tax in general suck. Government scam.
I would tell you a story about owing the IRS about $70,000, but I won't bore you with it. They don't have a sense of humor. I can tell you that. And now the way they squander our money, I don't care if I owe them money. They can take my wife easy there, Gabe. At least they can't tax you for that yet. Well, technically they do because you got to pay for a marriage license. So you got taxed for getting married.
Like every year on your birthday, you got to go buy the most expensive sticker you'll ever buy.
Yep. Hey, what's up, Stillian? You fishing this morning, buddy?
Yep. I just pulled up on the spot. Good morning. Good morning. Good afternoon, everybody in the chat.
Excellent. Beats watching Eric drive down the road.
Let
Not
Yeah,
that I don't enjoy that too, but I'd rather look at a lake.
me move this for all the big fans.
Yeah, exactly. You know what that money goes for? Retirements for all the people in Ukraine. 100%. If you listen to Putin's interview with, what's his name?
I made some more of that same stuff.
What you got there, donut holes?
I made some more of that same stuff yesterday.
What is it?
Some homemade boilies. I just took
carp fishing. All right, yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Hey, morning, Dave.
I could target pike, but I have to get here like at 5 in the morning, just before the sun breaks.
Yeah. But if you listen to that interview with Putin, he ain't entirely wrong about Ukraine. Because the United Nations had made a deal with him, and they reneged on their deal. And were intruding closer to Russia on people they were going to let in the UN, which they agreed they wouldn't do years ago.
Hey, don't listen to that crap. Putin been breaking rules and breaking deals. He was the first one doing that one time ago.
Wait a minute. So has the UN.
No, but see, the UN is one entity. The UN isn't America. The UN isn't the United States. Most of the time, the United States doesn't even go along with what the UN says.
The Ukraine is not the United States, and believe it or not, they're not a democratic society as much as they want you to think they are.
No, but I don't agree completely us being over there, but whatever it takes to protect the United States, then so be it. That's what it takes to be an American.
Well, doesn't Putin have? Now wait a minute. Doesn't Putin have the same right to say, whatever it takes to protect my people, then so be?
Okay, so then
made a deal with the United Nations that you would not intrude closer to Europe with United Nation countries, and I would not expand I would not expand Russia. You reneged by getting closer, by accepting countries closer to Russia. So
what was that country at 15, 20 years ago that Russia annexed? Saying this isn't the first time they've done this.
No.
So this isn't the first time they've done this. This is the first time the United States has taken action. This isn't the first time Russia has done this. Russia has put the United States in a precarious predicament over and over, and they keep trying to push the United States button.
Let me ask you this: what does them invading Ukraine have to do with us Americans, everyday American citizens?
Okay. first and foremost, saying being blatant and just invading a country, saying a European country, yeah, poses a lot of threat, making them bigger and just taking stuff like, oh, we're just gonna go and take stuff, like the United States doesn't go around imposing its will that way. So like we can't condone that. We can't condone that.
Okay, never mind. I'm done. I won't talk about it no more. Conversation's over.
Well, yeah, I know. I understand
No,
what I just was
conversation's over.
contradicting
When you
myself.
say that, we have absolutely no more need to discuss this because we're on opposite ends of the spectrum. And I'm a patriot. I'm the biggest patriot in the world.
Yeah,
We have influenced more elections in this world and overthrow of governments than any other country in existence. The United States has 100%.
yeah. That
That's
that
what the
that, that I
CIA makes a living doing.
you're right. You're right on that. I agree 100% on that. You're right. But do we go about it the way that Russia did that?
No,
No.
we do it sneaky. Russia has enough balls
Yeah,
to
yeah.
stand up and do it in front.
That's right. You're supposed to be sneaky with it. Why not?
Sneaky bit. Like I said, if it doesn't affect everyday Americans, I don't care. Russia invading Ukraine has nothing to do with American security. Nothing at all.
Eventually, it will.
Nah, how?
They have predicaments like like
Yeah,
people plan for the future.
Ukraine's just
Like
one
that.
of them
Just like
countries that we can just money
It's not our job to babysit the rest of the world. Somehow it's become that, but it's
yeah,
not
you're
our
right on
job.
that one. Yep. Yeah.
Like Trump's the first one that ever made the rest of the countries pay their fair share to the United Nations. We basically supported the United Nations for decades with our money, supported 90% of the weight of the income it takes.
Yeah.
We're not. I don't know. I'm so sick. I'm perfectly content with the isolationist. We have everything we need in this country. If they open up the resources, that we don't need the rest of the world, we would be perfectly content and not hurt for anything if we just done everything within the country. We've got the oil, we've got the minerals, we got everything we need. They don't let us have access to them, mind you, but we got them.
We need manufacturing back in our countries, and then we'll be fine. Once we get manufacturing back in our country, then
Yeah,
we'll be fine.
I was going to business school when NAFTA came around, and I tried to warn everyone I knew because I lived in a factory town with three factories, the UAW and the Teamsters. Tried to warn everyone I knew, y'all better get on this. But then again, the upper echelon of the unions, the national presidents, and stuff like that, they didn't care. They were paid off. So they let it pass, which in turn, there are no factories in my town anymore.
Oh.
A lot of good drug dens, though. You can get the drugs you want, you just can't get the job to buy them.
Yep.
Yeah, I mean, I lived 100% lived the effects of NAFTA. Me and everybody I knew, come to think of it.
Let me pass these
Yeah,
lines. Keep up
Amarillo, I
this news
forgot
for people,
about
man.
the carp over there. Yeah, and the catfish. We may have to stand up.
I'll be back.
Yeah, it's going to be hot. Oh, shoot, I can feel it coming in the window already. Are you kidding me? Got to get the blind closed. My office slash dining room having the sliding glass door facing east works real good in the wintertime because the sun comes up and shines in it and makes it warm. I'm starting to think that's not such a good idea in the summer though, because it's 20 degrees hotter here than it is on the other side of the house. And I got those big blinds, and I forgot that I got them closed. We'll see if it helps. I may have to
Look,
get the fan out. I still got it sitting over there from cooking dinner at freaking 9 o'clock last night or whatever it was. Oh, time check. Wait, I gotta see because I gotta go. Okay, 15 more minutes.
hey,
Time?
Buck, man, you aware of those guys crossing my line a few weeks ago while I was fishing?
Yeah.
Yeah, they came back. They came back a couple of days ago, right? And they're about to do the same thing again. And he's talking about, do I own the whole park? I'm like, all right, man.
I'm like, no, I don't own the whole park, dude, but I cast straight out in front of me. Shouldn't you possibly do the same thing?
Yeah, right. He went
How
to
old
cat.
were they?
Huh?
How old were they?
The older guy. He's at least 60 years old.
No kidding.
Yeah, and then the young guy, the young kid that I don't know if it's his son or not. Probably he looks like he's about 22.
Hey, Gabe, sometime me and you'll talk on the phone. I'll tell you about paying taxes.
Oh, what fun!
Yep, you have to pay taxes when you die too. Okay.
You gotta be careful. Sometimes, like how much debt you incur, because if you're married, you can transfer that debt to a family member.
Yep. Yes, you can. There's also another one where if you and your wife are married and say you are self employed and you both may be employed like that and you get a divorce and she files what's known as an innocent spouse clause, you
Uh
get
huh.
all that debt.
Mm,
Thank the mafia for that
yes,
because
yes.
how the mafia member they would always put their stuff in someone else's name. Well, a lot of them would put stuff in their wife's name, and then all of a sudden the wife gets divorced and find out she's in debt for all this stuff. So they passed a law called the innocent spouse clause. And I know that because I had to come up with $10,000 one time for the IRS to release my bank account because my ex had filed that and I knew nothing about it.
Right back.
Because for like 2 years I had these bills and statements coming from the IRS with both our names on it, right? And I owed, I don't think it was $10,000 or something. And me and my ex were divorced at the time, and her name was on the tax debt. Well, she kept filing her taxes and getting her tax money. So I actually got a hold of the IRS one time and said, "Hey, wait a minute, I'm paying you guys on this 10 grand, but both our names are on these statements. Shouldn't you be taking her tax return?" That was in December. The next letter I got in January only had my name on it. So I ended up having to go down to Indianapolis with both letters, the one before and the one after, and have them try to explain to me how her name got removed from the tax debt. And that's when I learned all about the innocent spouse clause, which someone must have told her about that or something's all I can figure, because she filed it and then she still got her tax return while I was left holding the bag with the 10K.
Sounds like
Which I
another
forget
government
how I
scam.
came up with that somehow. I can't even remember how I done it now. I sold some stuff. And then I filed then you see that if you have tax debt, blah, 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 you get what they do, they file a thing called an offer and compromise. That's what it is. You submit all your financial information and stuff and tell them you don't have that much money, blah, blah, blah. And they either accept it or they don't. They set me up with an $870 a month payment, which was okay until the real estate crash happened. And then it was, I didn't see an appraisal for 3 months. So their eight something a month was at the bottom of the list.
Yeah.
What's up, Northview? And so I tried to amend the offer and compromise as far as the monthly payment went, and they told me they couldn't do that. I'm like, okay, well, I can't pay you then. And that's the last time I gave them any money. And they tried to hide that innocent spouse clause thing from me because it took me almost 6 months to get an answer why her name had been removed. Hey, Terry B, how you doing? Dun, dun, dun,
I've heard. throughout the years, I've heard so many things: marriage, 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 and I've seen many beautiful stories, but I've heard so many horror stories. Enough that I've avoided marriage because of other people, because of what other people have said.
You're not entirely wrong in doing that. It depends. Like my mom says, well, you're going to be lonely when you get old. And I said, I don't care. I'll be old senile. Like, I'll give a shit then. You know what I mean? But right now, I don't ever leave my house and have to say, hey, honey, by the way, I'll be back later. I'm going blah, 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 or whatever. Because I spent 4 years with just me and my son, and it became addictive not ever having to tell anyone anything about what I was doing or where I was going. And I
Yeah,
like it, and I won't change it. You know
you
what I
know,
mean?
I
I
was with my
enjoy
kid's
that.
mother for like 13 years, and I was living that way with her.
Yep.
Like, no, not a care in the world. No, that's why she left me.
That's
'Cause
well, see, that's what happened with me and my girlfriend when we got together. She knew me. I worked maybe 3 days a week, if that, and I went surfing and dirt bike racing and had fun. So she knew what I was when we got together. Well, then we ended up living together, and like a Tuesday morning or something, there were going to be waves on Lake Michigan. I was like, I rescheduled that appraisal inspection. I'm going surfing, and off I'd go. And say, well, I sure wish I could go. And I'm like, man, don't hate me for working hard enough to get to where I'm at. You know what I mean? And so I knew then that me and her being together wasn't going to last very long, even though it lasted 10 freaking years. Hey, Joshua, how you doing this morning, buddy?
Good.
uh,
Man.
I
so,
couldn't hear
Josh,
you.
Are,
You're
you
breaking
only get
up a little
like
bit,
a
buddy.
fraction of a word in.
You guys know Joshua. He's a good kid.
how are you doing, Bugman?
I'm doing good, brother. How are you today?
Good. Just woke
So,
up and feeling awesome.
Good. Good to see you this morning.
Thank you.
What are you doing today?
Uh, just stuff around the house today.
Yeah, me too. Well, I got a little work to do, and then I always have stuff around the house to do, though.
Laundry is the kicker for me. There's always laundry to do.
Man, dude, I'm telling you, me too. I got a lot I got to do, but I'll get to that later.
Yeah.
Yeah, John, I'm not the best person on earth to get relationship advice from because I have a different viewpoint on it. You can buy affection if you're starved for it that much. I'm sorry, Joshua. I know. Did you watch any of Russick and them's fishing this weekend, Joshua?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, pretty good, wasn't it?
It was. I was up on piano last night.
Danny Stones?
I was last.
We're breaking up a lot, Jonathan. I don't know what it is. We're having trouble hearing you. You get about the first 2 or 3 words and then it ends. Are you on Bluetooth or something, maybe?
Right.
I'm on my
There
way.
you go.
Say it again, buddy.
He was up last night bank fishing at his lake house that he's staying at.
Oh, yeah, I seen that. I seen part of it. I went to bed real early last night.
I went fishing yesterday down by the ocean over there. Yeah, and not even a bite, not even a nibble. No one. Half
Nothing.
of
Really?
nothing. No one. Up and down. No one. The place was packed.
Huh.
Hey,
Yeah.
Bug.
Mm-hmm.
So, yes, Saturday morning, Rustic was live, and he was looking at some boats, and he didn't even know his pole was going down. He got a bite.
Oh, really?
Said, Rustic, your pole is going down. Got a bite.
So you told him on the live, did he catch the fish? I
Yeah,
miss it.
I'm the one that told him his boat was going down. He wasn't paying attention.
That's cool.
Somebody's got to watch the rods.
JCT, I can get love from a dog. I'm happy with that. That's fine. I like John's philosophy.
So JCT,
Now I'm going to be ending this, Joshua, here in about 4 minutes because I have work I've got to do today, and I don't get anything done if I stay live. So I don't have any choice today.
All right, that's fine. I just want to come up.
Yeah, I just wanted to let you know it wasn't because you come up or nothing, buddy. It's just I said earlier I got to end at 8 because I got stuff to do.
I understand.
No, John, that would be SEX you're referring to with the dog there. That's different. Remember, we discussed that 2 or 3 comments above. Anyway, I hope everyone has a good day today. Looks like it's pretty much hot everywhere in the country right now, then, isn't it?
It's supposed to be 80 here this week.
It was 86 here yesterday, and it's supposed to be 87 today, I guess.
Well, I guess summer decided to start early.
Yep, I was thinking the same thing, buddy. But then I did get to thinking, I live in Indiana, and we have the Indy 500, and on the typical year for qualifying for the Indy 500, it's in the 80s. So I guess we're actually normal. But the last few years, it hadn't been that hot this early, so it feels like summer came early, maybe.
Yeah. That's cool. You live in Indiana. I live in Kentucky.
Do you? What part?
Bardstown.
I know where that's at. I've been there. I was stationed at Fort Campbell for a while, and we used to drive past there coming home, and then we actually stayed there one weekend. This was back in the 80s, though, so I'm sure it's a lot different now, but yeah, Bardstown's a nice place, man.
Thank you. I enjoy living here.
Yeah, it's a really good community. I would live there in a heartbeat, actually.
It's growing. We've got a bunch of new companies in.
Oh, really? So industry's booming. That's good. Employment's low.
Especially what Bardstown's known for. Booming.
Yep. Now I followed a good podcast about Bardstown. I'll think of the name here in a minute. Where the guy killed his wife, and his brother was a cop, and I can't remember the name of it now, but there was a big podcast, like a 12 or 13 episode podcast about it. Some girl done.
Was it Crystal Rogers?
Yes, I think. Yeah, that's it, Crystal Rogers.
Yeah,
that's
been going on for months.
It's been going on for a long time, and then they had they think part of it was the one policeman that got ambushed on the on-ramp in the middle of the night. They had to put branches out in the road, and when he stopped, someone shot him from up on the hill. Yeah, there's been a lot of stuff went on in Bardstown. That's probably been going on for 6 or 7 years.
It has.
Okay, John, make sure you feed Mama, who isn't your mama, according to her. And I'll see you tomorrow, buddy. And with that, I'll bet John's got us right at the time. 1 minute. Yep.
All righty. Yeah. Have a good day.
All right, buddy. I'll see you tomorrow. Bardstown's cool. I'll get more information on that podcast I was talking about. It's a good one. I listen to podcasts a lot when I'm mowing.
Nice. Okay.
See you later, buddy. She's never been married and never had kids. I like that so much. It cracks me up every single time.
All right, Bug Man. Thanks for having me on, man. Get the work done.
Are you going live fishing or are you going to work today?
No, I'm not. I'm not doing no work today, but I'm here fishing. I don't know if I'm gonna go live.
Okay. Yeah, I think it's a jinx. I don't ever catch fish when I go live.
Well, I caught a monster the other day when I was live. If you would check out my last live at the 45-minute mark, you can see it.
Okay, I will. I'll go back and check it out.
Yeah, my last night
Yeah,
I caught
Jerry
a
B, I'm
nice
sorry,
fish.
brother. I got work I got to get done today. I don't have any choice in the situation, and I do not get anything done if I'm on a live. I can't concentrate. And this is a $265,000 purchase, and I probably ought to have my mind on it. I'm thinking.
That's right, focused. Yep.
Because
Everyone, I
someone,
appreciate if y'all go check out my video, like I said, on the 45-minute mark. If everyone go check it out, go leave a comment on what you think of what I caught.
did you say 45-minute or hour and 45?
No, 45-minute.
Okay, I misunderstood then.
Yeah, at the 45-minute mark.
Yep, that'll work. That's a pretty view that Eric's got up there. All right, anyway, guys, you all people in the chat, thank you so much for hanging out and listening to me rant today about BS that doesn't matter and ain't never going to change anything.
It does matter. If you don't talk about it, then nothing gets done. At least talking about it is a start.
Yep. If you want to learn stuff, and I'm telling you, you've got access to a TV while you're at work, watch C-SPAN 1, 2, or 3. If you tune through them, you'll find the hearings on everything we talk about right there. I watch them all the time. That way,
I
when
started out
someone
on
asks me
TV,
my
man.
source, I can say my source was from the guy's mouth who done it on the congressional hearing on C-SPAN, which is about as reliable a source as you can get if the guy says it. And you can learn a lot about what's going on that, the news doesn't cover by paying attention to those. Like they have hearings right now that I forget this week here. There's something Biden's backtracking on his immigration thing and going to limit it to 4,000 people a day or something. And I think they're having congressional hearings about that today, which should have happened 3 years ago, but we won't go there. I love every one of you, sorta, but not
Have a
in a
blessed
man
day.
on man kind of love way. Not that there's anything wrong with that, but
Stay
it's
air
not for
conditioning
me.
if you can.
I'll see you guys all later. Bye.